Afternoon, I'm Dale and this is my new YouTube channel, DaleyRetro. As a quick channel description, I'm sort of going down the road of deep diving into tech behind the scenes of a games room. In my work life, I work in IT and I have a passion for tech, so I'm going to try and sort of bridge the gap between pure gaming channels and highly technical gaming channels to try and make it easier for people to improve their gaming setups as well as their games rooms if you've got the space. Before starting this channel, I've already had my games room you see behind me featured on Discart's YouTube games room channel, who does all sorts of tours around other people's games rooms, and the link for that will be in the description if you want to go and have a look. Although I was very happy to have it featured, there's still a lot more to do in the games room. There's a lot of white space that needs filling. On my channel I'll be trying to show different styles of videos, including trips to my local retro game shops, tips on improving your gaming experiences through tech, and also doing reviews on gaming software and hardware, and then sort of pick and choose what I like doing the most. For now, here's a quick tour of my games room. So this is the entrance to our games room. Little wedding memento here. And as you can see, there's quite a lot going on. We've got the play seat over here for my driving sim games, some IKEA floating shelves, actually two joined together, some Game Boy carts, another cartridge based gaming on the lower shelves, and generally discs and any sort of display pieces generally go on the top. As you turn left, we've got my desk for myself and the wife, our custom tabletop arcade, and as we come around here we've got all of my gaming consoles in an IKEA Kallax unit. Pokemon poster, sorry about the glare, and loads of storage boxes for controllers. All the consoles you can see here are all plumbed into the one TV. I have actually got the PlayStation 4 hooked up to the play seat. As you might see, a little USB hanging out the front, that's just for the wheel. And then we've got behind that, behind the switch, quite well hidden, is a HDMI manual switch, so I can either display to the main TV or the play seat TV. I think I've got 11 consoles in total now. So from right to left there's the N64, the GameCube, the Nintendo Switch, and then we've got the PS1, the PS2, PS1 Classic, sorry, PS3 and PS4. And right at the top we've got my childhood Mega Drive with the analog Mega SG, which is the FPGA hardware emulator, so you put the original cards in and it outputs to HDMI. And then just a Pokemon Game Boy display here. And as we go down to the bottom shelf is where the sort of messy tech lives. Try to keep it as well hidden as possible, but unfortunately, even though I'll show you a picture of what wiring is behind, the wires are quite neat behind the consoles, but then there is obviously pooling of wires that aren't the exact length they need to be right at the bottom. So we've got two 8-way power ports that have individual on-off switch, which is quite useful. We've also got LEDs that are powered up there, so I'll show you some nighttime footage of what they achieve. And then the main piece of tech that brings it all together is this 5-port powered HDMI switch. So at the moment the PC is not plugged in just because I'm waiting for a very short cable to go from this to this, so that the PC can either play Steam games on the main TV or on the play seat for when I'm playing Assetto Corsa and games like that. And as I scroll right, we've just got another IKEA Kallax unit on the ground. Just has HDMI stuff and other knickknacks in there for game organisation, USB cables, and these are generally controllers, so I keep my controllers in Ziploc bags, which are great for keeping the dust away. These are the controllers I use most. So I've got the wireless N64 controllers, the PS3, the PS4, the wireless 8BitDo M30 controllers for the Mega Drive, and other wireless controllers like that. Whereas in this box we just got sort of random spare controllers, sort of wired N64 controllers and wired PS2 controllers, and various Nintendo adapters, and this is the switch box for the LEDs. And then lastly, on the tech front, we've basically got, you can see the Atari 2600 here. It's got a Harmony flash card in it, so it's just literally a micro SD card with the ROMs on it for playing every 2600 game you could imagine. And then behind it is where the composite magic sort of happens. So there's a RetroTink upscaler, not a converter, an upscaler to take all of the composite consoles and output them to HDMI. The RetroTink has a smoothing filter, so you can, with 3D games, you can smooth out the 3D graphics, and it really does make things like PS2 look like a modern HD remake. But the slider switch is basically for selecting which console I want to use. So there's the Atari, the original Mega Drive when it's plumbed in, and the PlayStation 2 at the moment, as those are solutions that don't have pure HDMI outputs even with mods at the moment. And that is pretty much it for the tech side of things. I will do a more in-depth video at some point, but this is just a little browse around what I've actually got on display. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.